Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Stacking Perpetrator here. Today's video, we're going to finish looking at the last bit of Morgans that I got. I was running through so much stuff, and if you remember, this is part of when I said I had a chance to go through just tubs and tubs and tubs of Morgans and peace dollars. It wound up being close to 2,000 Morgans. It was about 1,000. 900 to 1,000 peace dollars, and then I had that big tub of constitutional standing liberty quarters, barber quarters, barber halves, and then I had about $1,100 of barber halves I went through. And out of that, I showed you the album fills on the barbers, the dimes. I showed you some of the standing liberty quarters I got. I showed you some seated liberty quarters and dimes that I found. I had a love token. I wound up getting a really low grade, but a very low vintage 1869 seated liberty quarter. If I can prove it's a Philly, it only has a mintage of 16,000. If it winds up being the S, it's still very low mintage at 72,000. Still on the fence about what to do with that coin. I showed it to my coin shop, and they said either way, in that grade minimum, even if you can't determine if it's a Philly or S, even if they can't determine, it's still a $100 coin. So that was a very nice find at 2180 times face. But let me get back to these Morgans. Some of the videos I've had Morgans and flips in the back while I was looking through the other stuff, and I wasn't able to get to these. I also showed you, and this is the importance of going through your own stack if you haven't already, and then taking the time at your, or wherever you're at, and you have an opportunity to look through junk bins. Take your time. Don't just willy-nilly pick stuff out and buy it. If you have the time and wherever you're at allows you to do so, sit down and go through it. You're surprised at what you can find. Most LCSs, if they get it, if they're doing bulk and they're constantly moving stuff and they constantly get inventory coming in, the low-grade stuff, they don't have time to sit and scrutinize every coin that comes through their shop. You saw where I showed, I didn't realize until I got home, I had my 030. I did at the same place purchase, and I paid the money. I paid up for it. It was my 95cc. It was a good price. When I say I paid up, I didn't overpay for it. It's just I paid fair market value for the 85cc in raw form. They had acquired 80. They'd acquired like 87 or 88. They sent 86 of them off to be graded. They all came back anywhere from MS 60 to 64. It was awesome. I wish I could have got a photo, but I was able to look at each one, and they were just beautiful coins. But anyways, let's get back to these better dates. When I was searching through, I was looking for dates. I had my little list, and I was looking for dates I needed that I was missing for my date set album that I've showed you that I've been filling. I have my main set. I was also looking for a few coins that would be upgrades compared to what I have, because I do have a few in the second book that are just god awful coins, but they're the only ones I've been able to find. So I was looking for upgrades. I didn't realize when I saw 03 as I was going through, I didn't bother to look at it in the store. I just set it off to the side because I needed a 03. Any mint mark goes in this book. This is just a year. It's just a date set. So all I need is the year. Doesn't matter what the mint mark is. So I saw 030. I set it off to the side. I get home. I'm sitting down. I flip it over, and like the fell out of my chair that was O. I showed that to you. I showed you the 99 micro O that I also found in that. Now that one I did look at the back because I was looking for an O, but I also knew the micro O was out there, so I was searching for it, and I actually found one. It commands a better premium over the 99O because of the variety. But what I want to get on is some of these other ones. Now when I look through Morgans, if I'm in the run-of-the-mill bin, generally, because these are harder coins to find, anything from 90 through about 96, I usually pull that out. The reason being is those years are harder to find. The mintages are up on some of them, but they are harder to find. If you look on your websites, and people that deal a lot with Morgans, they have a lot of 78 to 88 and possibly 89, but when you get to 90 all the way through the 95s, they don't have much of a selection. Even the 96s, 97s, they don't have a lot of them. Their website will skip those dates, and generally you get to about 80, 86, 87, maybe 88, and then their inventory list jumps to the 02 or the 04 or the 21s in the Morgans. So those are better dates to run across and kind of hang on to. So one of the ones, and I can't remember if I did a video, I have to go back and look, showing me putting this. I did put it into the date set album in the 94 slot. She is very rough. She's a brown and greenish tone, and no, that's not PVC damage, that's the green that she toned. She's a very worn 94O. I need a 94 Philly for my main collection, so I have a pretty nice 94O already. But that was one of them. $38. I'm taking it because this is a highly sought after coin, even in this condition. This is $50 to $70 all day long, even in this condition, because you don't see these. You just don't see them. Stepping up, this is another 94. We're stepping up in grade a little bit. This was also in that same lot of Morgans that I went through, that I set aside. All I did was see the date, 94. I'm taking it for $38. Heck yeah. This one's a little more better condition, so it's worth a little more than the last one I showed you. You can see the O there. Pretty nice looking coin. It's a few grades up from that first one. And we got another 94. Now this one is, I don't know if you can see that bluish toning, but it starts from right about the star at her lips and runs all the way around to the last star on this side, all the way down on the edge of the rim. Just a beautiful blue. I love the toning on this one. This is a 94. Really good shape for what it is. This is gonna fall in the XF range. Is the O. $38. I will take it. Then I got one more 94. This one is kind of like the first one I showed you, only she doesn't have all the toning. The camera to work with me here. It's a 94. This happens to be a little more desirable. This is the S. So in the 94s, your 94 Philly is the big dog, then your 94S, and then your 94O. Even in this grade, I haven't looked up, but I would have to venture, even in this grade, you know, you're looking at a $70, $75 coin. And the nice thing about these finds is collectors on a budget. So when you get out and you start pricing these, when you get up into the AU and the MS status of the 94s, and you know, you better have a pretty wide wallet. The nice thing about these, and the reason these are sought after in these lower grade conditions, is these are more affordable if you're trying to work on a set and you get up to the deep end of the pool and you don't have the budget to go for something high end. You know, a collector on a budget would gladly pay, you know, $70, $75 to have this in their collection, just to have an example of it. So, and then I showed you the 99. I didn't even realize I had this. This was not part of the lot. This was in, I didn't even realize I was doing my date set, and I was looking, and I was like, damn, I gotta 99 Philly in there. I replaced it with a 99, just a standard O for right now, but I pulled it out because I can't remember. I know I got this cheap. I didn't pay. I got this out of a bin somewhere. 35. It wasn't at this place that I was at. This was a separate purchase. But that's a good coin there. And then the last two out of those finds. I showed you most of the other ones. I showed some of the nicer ones that I was able to find. The the high AU, low MS 86 or 96s, a couple of 97s that I got. Really nice. I couldn't pass them up. But now we're going to look at something here. You're going to be amazed. And keep in mind, this was these were out except for this 99. All four of these 94s, my 030, the 99 micro O that I showed you, and these two all came out of that $38 batch of coins, $38 each batch of coins that I was going through. This is a 1890. I used PCGS's photo grade. This is an easy XF35. It could push into the XF40. I have no doubt that it's a solid XF35 because I looked at its. If it fell in the XF30 range, I'd be able to send it off to CAC, and they would probably put a gold sticker on it. But anyways, that's a 90. I'll show you the reverse in a minute. I love this. This, for a worn coin, this 1892. That's why I picked it. Saw the 92. I'm taking it. So it's a 92. It's a better date. But with the toning on this coin and just the way she looks, you got to admit, that's an eye-appealing coin right there. Even in this low grade. Even in the low grade. That I like this much better than, yeah, the details are stronger in here, but when you're looking at eye appeal, I mean, let me show side by side. I mean, this one just jumps out. That one just jumps out at you. Just a gorgeous coin. Now, hope you're sitting down. I'll show the 90 first, the reverse. Pretty solid reverse, but look at that mint mark. A CC. 1890 CC in the $38 run-of-the-mill Morgan bin. Yeah, let's go to this 92. I'll tell you what, I love this. That is just gorgeous. That's just so eye-appealing right there. Let's take a look at the reverse. Whoa, what do you know? A CC. Another score out of the $38 run-of-the-mill Morgan bin. I'm telling you, folks, if you get a chance to sit down, you can't go through the bins willy-nilly. You got to look. Anyways, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it up to you guys. So leave me comments down below. This is my date set. The only Carson City I need one for the mint mark section because nothing else matters for CCs. I need that. And then I also need to fill the 94 slot. So I'm going to leave it up to you guys. If it was your collection, would you put the 90 or the 92 in the CC spot? And keep in mind, in that book, I put the backside for the mint mark area, just so you know it says CC. You can look right down and see CC. So I will leave it up to you guys. Let me know down below. Do I keep the 90 or do I keep the 92? And for the 94, is it coin number 1? A little better, coin number 2, 94O. Or is it the nicest of the 94s with that real pretty blue toning right there, 94O? Or that's number 3. Or is it coin number 4, this 1894, worn down, but she is the S? I'm going to leave it to you guys, because what I'm going to do after I make my choice, I know which ones I would want. Hint, hint. And I would personally choose one of these two. But it's the green one, choice number 1, the little better O, number 2, the best of the 94s that I have laid out here is number 3, or the S. That'll be choice number 4. You let me down below. I'm going to, it's probably going to take me a few days, but whichever ones I don't use, I'm going to be contacting Daniel at Coin Help You. I have sold him coins before. As far as selling any kind of Morgans like this, he really enjoys getting these. I've sold him 2 batches of semi-key dates. The last batch I sent him 9. He listed them on his website after our deal was done, and he sold them within 24 hours. That's how much of a demand. Even these low grades, they're in demand. So you let me know the choices. I'll come back in a video, and we'll put we'll put the choice of 94 in the book. We'll put the choice of CC in the book, and then I will let you know the results of that. Anyways, y'all have a good one.